The opening game of the conference semifinals. Up next.
Two survivors in the West meeting here in the conference semifinals, game one. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's San Antonio. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Barks is out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Rodney, and it's Mann in at the 3. There's the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hernandez can't get it to go. Mann with it. He's picked up by Harper. It's good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Pass to Parks. Now Mathurin. Memphis moving it around. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Hernandez. San Antonio again missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
San Antonio's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Three-pointer. Posey with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Unloads from 13. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Cherokee Parks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Johnson decides to call timeout. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Houdini in that last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 26 points and was on fire from outside. The D had no answer for him. Just another remarkable performance from him. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
They've got Castle. Oliver is out there with Houdini. Then it's Lucas. That's the San Antonio 5.
Continuing to add to his tally with that triple. Now his 3rd of the game.
Parks passes to Jackson. Up and in on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And in addition, their three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
That's good from Hernandez. Here's Cherokee Parks, still without a basket. To the left wing. Posey with it. He's against Lucas. Nice shot by Posey. Posey's got 11.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Hernandez, running with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And Memphis making a change here. Man's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Hands it from downtown. And that's 17 points for Houdini.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
1:53 left in the first half. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Hernandez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting 2. Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Parks. Pass to Nunley. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And that one drops. Posey's got 13.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Shots good by Hernandez.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside Jackson. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 7.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Nunley. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Nunley's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jackson passes to Parks. Back to Jackson. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Hernandez. No good from outside. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Taking a look at the Spurs. And that'll do it for half.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Heading underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Rodman. Parks is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Posey in at the 5 spot.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Shot's good by Hernandez.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Parks passes to Mann. Here's Posey. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hernandez. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Mann. Here's Mathurin. Inside. Plays it up and banks it in. Mathurin's got his first basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Hernandez. And it's off from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Down low. Got a piece of it. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Mathurin with the ball. He's picked up by Harper. And yes, it's good. And now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
So I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For San Antonio, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That one misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Hernandez. 28 points for him. Outside Harper. Wembanyama outside. Goes up from the top of the key. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists now in this one. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
The Spurs making a switch here. Oliver's checked in. The Grizzlies. Spurs trail by 5. Houdini is out there with Oliver. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fernandez in at the 2 spot. It's the San Antonio 5.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Here's Cherokee Parks. Outside for Jackson. Shoots the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Hernandez. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lucas is checked in for the Spurs. Spurs trail by 4. Here he goes. Shot's good by Hernandez. 34 points for Houdini.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. A 3 from Wembanyama. Grizzlies with the rebound. Posey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Nunley, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Both teams will make substitutions. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He seemed pleased with this team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Hernandez. No good with the triple.
The way he started this game, he wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Now Mathurin. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And Mathurin's vertical is remarkable. I love how he goes after it on those plays.
From outside, it's off, and the Grizzlies leading by 8. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. Let's lose a 3. Buries the deep ball.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Posey's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Wembanyama reels it in. Here's Hernandez, defended by Mann. Beyond the arc,
2 minutes remaining.
Cleared away by Mathurin.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now. That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
The long shot, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
16 feet away, and good that time.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Outside Rodman, outside Mathurin. That's off. Spurs trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Posey with it. And Wembanyama on him. The 3 doesn't go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that's an intentional foul.
Victor Wembanyama for personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Cherokee Parks. He's guarded by Hernandez. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Posey with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Oh, yes! Oh, what a finish!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Everybody for your Spurs High Squad dance team.
Shoots it. The shot is off. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And guys, they need to go for the quick foul here. It's really the only option, and the quicker, the better. They can't let this clock run out.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Takes the 3. He drills the 3.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Here's Cherokee Parks, and an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
So a close game sees Memphis.
Ooh, that felt good.
Good game last night.
hell's that mean? Who are you putting on the block? I don't know. Think someone might take you?
That's hurtful. I hope you install your front gate. Who handed them to you? One by one.
Whoa, the natural wonder is just right there.
Let's go on a big trip after this evening.
Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The San Antonio Spurs, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they...
It's round 2 of the playoffs. Thanks for joining us. A matchup between two Western Conference powers here in Game 2. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant... And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Benedict Mathurin, and it's Posey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
His man banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Hernandez, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I love this approach, getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. Misses the 3. Castle for 3. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Parks. Pass to Posey. Over Wembanyama. And it's Posey missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Mathurin against Wembanyama. Now man from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Yep, that one goes.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. To halt the run. And the layup is up and in. Man's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
The 3. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Parks. There's the triple. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Houdini in that last game against Memphis was simply terrific. He picked up 49 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. Making a switch here. The three is up. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Grizzlies trail by 7. On the court for Memphis. We've got Jackson, and it's Dick in at the 2 spot. And he dunks it down.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Parks. He's scoreless to the inside. Castle with it. Picked up by Dick. And it's Hernandez missing. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 7. And the shot's good.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Hernandez got 16 points now.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Rodman. Castle on the wing. Guarded by Dick. No coverage that time. And now a 10-point Spurs lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Parks, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away from
Whoa!
Oh, sweet move. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Rodman. Deflects the pass. Here's Dick. Hits a 3-pointer. Dick's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
For San Antonio, Wembanyama comes in for Oliver, and it's Harper in for Castle. Here's Hernandez, defended by Jackson.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high-percentage looks.
To the wing on the left. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball.
Spurs ball.
The Spurs making a switch here.
Spurs. Oliver. Hernandez.
Spurs lead by 11. Here's Hernandez. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It'll be on G.G. Jackson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Here's Hernandez. No good off the glass. Grizzlies trail by 9. Outside man. Jackson outside. Pass to Posey. With the hook shot. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Here's Hernandez. Nails it from 3. Hernandez got 26.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
They set the pick. Lets it go from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. The first free throw is good.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the 2nd quarter.
Good on both.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the 2nd quarter.
Here's Parks. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. There's a screen. Pass to Posey. Over Wembanyama. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so the San Antonio Spurs earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hey everybody, a large Game 1 deficit for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh man, when you can't defend the 3, it's painful to watch.
We talked about staying connected to shooter. Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. Thanks as always for watching.
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. Grizzlies trail by 10. They've got Harper. He's out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the 2nd half.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Hernandez. Oh, gets it down.
Showing some power.
Wembanyama knows better than to just hold the ball. He searches and finds an open guy.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Pass to Posey. Here's Parks. Outside man. Here's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Launches a 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here he goes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hernandez got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Rodman, the pass to man. Here's Parks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No luck on that one. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Hernandez. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Takes the three, and again, it's Memphis with a three.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
There's the block. Outside Matherin. Pass to Parks. Fires the three. He drops it from range. Parks got himself on the board with a three there.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Hernandez. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Parks. Got it. Good job in the low post. Man's got 15.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. Memphis making a switch here. Nunley's checked in, and he makes both free throws. Here's Matherin. Pass to Rodman. And he drives in. Now Matherin. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Man, the pass to Posey. Launches it. Can't get it to drop.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Yes, it's good. Hernandez got 12 points here in the second half.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there.
Pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And here's a time on the gameplay. So it's both teams making substitutions here. San Antonio. Five. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Dick, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. And it's Hernandez missing.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
From the arc. And another 3 for Memphis.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And stolen by Dick. Inside. Posey shot is good. It's a tie ball game.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination. Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Tipped away. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. And it's Hernandez missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw no good. Matherin's checked in for Dick.
Posey at the line for 2.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line.
Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So we'll see G.G. Jackson go to the line here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Hernandez. Memphis with a rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Jackson can't get it to go. San Antonio leading. Here's Hernandez, and he slams it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. From 13, Wembanyama rips down the board.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Gets it to go.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense.
Here's the steal. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Taken away. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Oh, he cannot hit. Grizzlies trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
Stolen by Jackson. Outside man. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, he throws it down off the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Into the lane, and count it.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Memphis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thanks for that, Allie.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
The Spurs have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Oh, no good! Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. The triple drops!
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Oh, deflected. He takes it in. Oh, hammer it home!
Woo! Nice.
Oh, he jammed it!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Good. He hits again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Fires the 3. Not that time. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Well, we know the attention that Wembanyama will command. That time, moving it along to the open rim.
And so, Will Hardy calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
And they foul intentionally. Now, they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. It's both from the stripe.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Another bucket. Wow.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs.
So then we finished up brunch, had a nice little together.
The Western Conference semifinals, Game 3. The Spurs have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Grizzlies? Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Western Conference semifinal. Glad to be bringing you another exciting broadcast of NBA playoff basketball right here on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
And it's the Spurs to start out. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Harper. Also, Stephon Castle out there. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Houdini. Pass to Parks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And here is Rodman. Here's man, guarded by Hernandez. Kicks it out to Rodman. And the 3 off target. Here are the Spurs with the ball, and it's been pretty smooth sailing for them in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
He gets it in there.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside Matherin. Pass to Posey. Yep, that one goes. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Hernandez. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now, man. Back in off the glass.
Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Wembanyama finds Castle. Here's Hernandez, defended by Man. Shots good by Hernandez. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Man. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. No surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Nunnally's checked in. Outside, Rodman. Pass to Matherin. Man in the corner. It's good from long range. Man's got 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far. Yeah.
The timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here's Cherokee Parks. Pass to Dick. Here's Nunley. They set the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Jackson with the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. They came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Houdini. Oliver is out there with Lucas. Then it's Stephon Castle. Pass to Parks. Outside Jackson. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Hernandez.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And that one's good by Rodman.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the rejection by Jackson. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Pass to Dick. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Spurs trail by 4. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Parks, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Hernandez. Off target with his 3. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And that one, good. And now it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, Houdini in that last game against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He added 61 points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
To the middle. Here's Nunley. No good off the front iron.
Nice reaction defensively. Determined to make that a difficult shot.
Pass to Oliver. 16 seconds left in the first half. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Castle. Here's Hernandez, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Game 3.
Well, they've been the more physical team, and we've seen that on the glass as well as all the other areas, guys.
Yeah, looking at this series, that'll do it for our show tonight.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotion.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. You've got Rodman. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Parks. And it's man in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Fires the three. Rebounded by Castle.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Cunning move there by Mathurin, helping him shake off the defense.
Here's Hernandez. A three-pointer, no good. So it's the Grizzlies now. They're leading by 8. To the inside, Posey, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Posey's got 7 points in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Driving inside. Shots good by Hernandez.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the
out to the right wing. From outside, off the mark. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Hernandez. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 24 points for Houdini.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Man. Off target from three-point range. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Posey, no luck. And San Antonio shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Hernandez can't get it to go.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Pass to Parks. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Sinks the three-pointer. Mathurin's got his second bucket of the night.
You gotta love this guy's confidence. Mathurin wasting no time firing away.
He gets that one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now, man. Off target from outside. Here's Hernandez. No good on the three.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Rodman with the bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Hernandez from past the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Hernandez has got 9 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Rodman outside. Now, man. Now Posey. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Man's got 14 points for the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Nunnally's checked in. The Spurs also. Spurs trail by 5. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Oh my goodness, the slam!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Parks passes to Dick. And here is Posey, defended by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Parks.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made that adjustment since the break.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots. Good on both. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Posey. The 3 ball. Cherokee Parks can't hit. Here's Hernandez. Guarded by Jackson. Count that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Clayton, defended by Fernandez. The shot comes out. Good defense by Wembanyama to tie it up. And they'll get another chance. Here's Hernandez. Drills it from outside. Hernandez has got 38 points.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Posey. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And the Spurs making a change here. Here's Hernandez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 5 assists in the game. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Cherokee Parks. Outside Mathurin. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And he cams it in.
Converting off the turnover. The length of Wembanyama can be so disruptive defensively.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. One dunk after another. Woo!
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Cherokee Parks. The response, slamming it home.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Layup, no good.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Mathurin! And he does not hit. Spurs have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Posey with it. Wembanyama on him. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Hernandez. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Spurs leading by 3. A huge two-handed slam.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. That one goes.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Man with it. And the excellent defensive pressure does the job. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying, all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, and right time and right place defending there.
Second personal foul, second team foul. Shooting from San Antonio.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Mathurin. Off target from outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Victor Wembanyama, 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Cherokee Parks. And so it's the Spurs with the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2.
Go frozen. You get way better cost per ounce and more nutrition.
Ooh, that's our analytical mind at work. I'm a pancake man.
Oh, and if you see fresh fruit, just...
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We don't care and reminder to not the water bottle promote.
Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Spurs have set the tone of the series up 2 games to 1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Memphis Grizzlies. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
We have arrived at Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals, and we're set to bring you all the action right here on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Tip-off goes to San Antonio. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Harper out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Hernandez in at the small forward position. Now here's Mann. Pass to Matherin. Here's Parks. The 3. And it's Posey missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
Just staying with it. Wembanyama saves the possession.
Outside Matherin. Pass to Posey. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Here's Hernandez. Misses the layup.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Mann. Rebound by San Antonio. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know, the effort level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. Takes a 3. Rodman with a rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Now here's Mann to the left wing. Goes up on the baseline. Harper pulls it in.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
and he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Hernandez, and he gets that one.
Yeah, hopefully that settles him down after starting the game 0 for 6.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Hernandez. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
We've got Jackson, and it's Parks in at point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Rodman. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Hernandez. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And San Antonio making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. Here's Wembanyama. He's got 5. Here's Hernandez. No good with the triple.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And it's rejected. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Man, he's checked in for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Nunley. Outside man. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hernandez. Lucas passes to Hernandez. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now. Memphis making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Pass to man. Shoots over Harper. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey guys, Houdini in that last game against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He picked up 49 points and his range was on full display. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Great report there, Ali. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. 1 minute left in the first half of this one. Outside man. Pass to Jackson. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Here's Hernandez. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Jackson outside. Here's Parks. Parries it from 3. and the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pass to Nunley. The 3-ball. That one is off. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
The front office made it a priority to lengthen the bench, and you're seeing those returns tonight.
Yeah, this is a team that can, looking at this series, and that's a wrap on.
And we're back with you, folks, as this exciting Western Conference semifinal game rolls on. The Grizzlies shooting the ball at 48% so far. So on the floor for San Antonio. They've got Harper. He's out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Hernandez in at the 3, small forward.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And here's Matherin. No made baskets yet. Fires for 3. Marks no good. San Antonio leading. Tipped. Here's Matherin to the left side wing. And he stays with it. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. And this is who's leading the charge when it comes to rebounding here in the postseason. Victor Wembanyama, number 1. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Parks. And again, Memphis no good. Memphis with a rebound. Parks got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Rodman. Down low. Here's Parks. Lays it up and banks it in. Parks got 5 now. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
And it's Hernandez missing.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Pass to Posey. Here's Rodman. Here's Parks. He's guarded by Castle. Here's Mann. For 3. Matherin sinks it from distance. And it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
They're setting up one of their best shooters. Matherin does not disappoint.
3-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 17.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Man misses. San Antonio has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Rodman. Now here's Mann. From downtown. No good on the shot.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And they pick up 2. Hernandez got 8 points here in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
1:56 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Castle against Matherin. Pass to Rodman. Back to Matherin for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Hernandez from deep. Harper knocks down the long J. Harper's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Rodman. Matherin with the ball. Castle covering. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Man's got 5 points.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back.
Spurs lead by 6. We've got Grady Dick, and it's Nunley in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
What instincts there from Wembanyama to keep the ball moving and set up a teammate.
Well, Memphis shooting about 43% on this one. Pass to Parks. From the wing, perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And so it's Memphis with it. 8-point game.
San Antonio foul.
And the Spurs making a change here.
First personal foul. First team foul. San Antonio substitution.
Puts it up off the inbound. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Fires in the triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Posey. There's the 3. Knocks down the triple.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Here's Hernandez. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam, NBA.
Hey, little exclamation point. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Parks. Just 5 to shoot. And that one drops.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Spurs lead by 8. Here's Hernandez. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Oh, it misses!
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Here's Hernandez. Puts it up from 12. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
It's so challenging trying to keep Wembanyama off the glass. Just one of the many things that makes him unique.
Puts it up. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
He's off from 3. Grizzlies trail by 6. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Just 4 to shoot. It's good from beyond the the arc.
This has been fun to watch. I mean, they've managed to go on a run just when it looked like this might be over.
A thunderous two-hander with authority.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Here's Parks. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
And the long reach of Wembanyama. Certainly one of the more feared shot blockers in the league.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Here's Posey, covered by Wembanyama. Beautiful connection for the alley-oop finish.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Here's Posey. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Shoots a three. Oh, the shot is off.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Off on. And now we've got it. Intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Parks. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Buries it.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Man with it. He launches. Wembanyama rips down the board. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Going inside. Oh, pow!
My goodness.
And so it's San Antonio with the W. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. The job isn't done yet, but it's close to being all she wrote.
Well, that'll do it. Folks, glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
See that happening in big college.
Work tonight. Want to catch some stand-up comedy?
Games and all.
Okay, love the idea. Not get all carried away.
Got you.
I'm
How do you
bigger
feel
than
last
that guy who was guarding the
That's a joke in
kid.
itself.
To get a promotion.
So,
What
have you
is?
decided on your travel destination?
You picking up the check?
I have. I'm off to
Gone.
Melbourne, Australia.
Ooh, that would be
Brisbane.
spinning twice.
And remember, Spurs fans, we still have tickets remaining for upcoming games. Be sure to grab yours online or at the nearest ticket booth. Sports fans, tune out to Spurs Hype Squad Headband Night. Every fan in the building will get their own headband. Great to use at the gym or if you're playing some pickup hoops. The National Basketball Association.
Game 5 in the Western Conference.
Welcome to the Western Conference semifinals and a possible closeout Game 5. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight.
Here we go.
And it's San Antonio to start out. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Parks, also Benedict Mathurin out there, and it's Posey in at the 5. Here's Hernandez. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. High-tide Mathurin. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Here's Harper. Here's Hernandez. Here's Wembanyama. And the layup's good off the glass. Wembanyama's got the opening field goal of the game for the Spurs. Pass to Parks. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Hernandez. Misses the 3. Now the Grizzlies with it. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
And Mathurin's vertical is remarkable. I love how he goes after it on those plays.
The Spurs have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Kept alive. Here's Hernandez. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Parks. Here's Mann. He's covered by Hernandez.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Mann.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Mann.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Hernandez. Offensive rebound. For the 3. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Launches a 3. Mann can't hit.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Hernandez can't get it to go.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Pass to Parks. Rodman with a screen on Harper. Parks passes to Rodman. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Not a And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Driving the lane, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Houdini is out there with Oliver. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Stephon Castle. That's the San Antonio 5. For San Antonio, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. He hits the second from the line. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Nunley. Jackson kicks to Rodman. Now Posey. 6 on the shot clock. Over Wembanyama. Nice shot by Posey. Posey's got 7 points in the game.
And the hook shot isn't one that a lot of guys use these days.
Here's Hernandez. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, Houdini in that last game against Memphis was simply terrific. He had 36 points and he helped stretch things out with a few 3-point buckets. Seems to be his theme lately. Nobody has been able to stop him. Back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. Here's Cherokee Parks. Nothing on the board. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Posey, 1 shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Nunley, 6 to shoot. Man gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hernandez passes to Harper. And he drives in, and once more he gets it. Another bucket from Hernandez. Hernandez has got 19 points. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Pass to Nunley. The 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Hernandez. Can't hit from in close.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. It's stolen. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Cherokee Parks. Still yet to score. To the paint, and stolen by Lucas. The deep 3 from Wembanyama. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front, leading by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and
Taking a look at the Spurs. And that concludes.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was buttered, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Benedict Mathurin. He's out there with Parks, and it's Rodman in at the power forward position. Here's Hernandez. Offensive rebound. Takes a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hernandez has got 22 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to Parks. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Stolen by Rodman. Here's Mann. And the Grizzlies another 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
San Antonio trailing here. Fires from way outside. Hernandez can't get it to go.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Posey's got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hernandez nailed from three-point land. Hernandez has got 6 points in the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Takes the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Posey kicks to Rodman. His 3-pointers off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter, a nice 62% from the field. They double him with Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Catherine passes to Rodman. At 3 off the mark. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Dick's checked in. Outside, Rodman. Man passes to Rodman. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Dick can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 4. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And the call will go against Houdini. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Oliver is out there with Houdini. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Fernandez in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
Jumps up and slam dunk by Fernandez.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Cherokee Parks. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Posey.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Shoots a fader, and right through it goes. Posey's got 4 points in the quarter.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Hernandez. Wembanyama passes to Hernandez. 3-pointer. Posey with the rebound. Posey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shots good by Hernandez.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
And that one is good.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Posey with it. Wembanyama on him. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Spurs leading by 14. 13 feet away. Can't get it.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Wembanyama reels it in. And he banks the layup in.
Wembanyama is a talented passer. He is so good at finding his teammates.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Outside Mathurin. Here's Man, defended by Hernandez. Rodman with a screen on Castle. Jacks up a 3. A 3-pointer. Good.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
And the call will go against Houdini. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Now, man. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. And the 3 misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for San Antonio.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Houdini.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Posey with it. Wembanyama on him. For 3.
Memphis. Park. First personal foul.
And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw. And so the San Antonio Spurs have won the series and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. Because a convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony in along.